As web. As I looked at her once more, thought that she was dead. So I left her alone and
My dad plays accordion and my mother's a pianist and an organist, and my grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins all play music as well. So music was definitely around the house all the time. It definitely instilled a kind of work ethic in me at a very young age. I went to study opera in college and was writing songs pretty seriously and playing guitar in school. I think when I was in school, I was singing in funk bands and writing my songs sort of, and that was very, very separate from my education, and I didn't see the way that they connected at all. And they seemed like two very, very different paths. And it was only a few years after living in New York, really I would say only within the last several years, that I feel that I see so many of the connections between songwriting and classical music. I guess when I first felt a shift happening in the kinds of songs that I wanted to write and where I wanted the kind of the things that I wanted to experiment with, I started trying to allow the lyrics to dictate the form rather than sort of imposing a certain pop form. I also wanted to play around with the idea of other instruments replacing the guitar, which actually never happened. I never was able to really sort of accomplish that. So I had these sort of two groups of songs, the more rock ones and the more almost like art songs. There was a really long struggling process of trying to figure out how to treat these songs and how to arrange them. Yeah, this tour has been a string trio, and it's almost a stripping back to the sort of the original seed of this record. It's a more intimate presentation of the music and certainly a more harmonically focused one. Half the songs I don't ever really want to play live. I've tried playing them and I'll just get very grouchy and say this one doesn't want to be played live. And I think that when you're by yourself and you've got your headphones on, there's something that's very internal and more introspective in that kind of a listening experience. But when you're with 100 people around you, you kind of lose that. So I like it when something new happens. In me, I like trying to find new, whatever the song means for me today, that it's a new thing, and that even the meaning for me continues to grow and change. This is Shara Worden from My Brightest Diamond, and you can watch our show on Baeblemusic.com.